Welcome back to Dockside Shop and Forge. Today we're going to continue with the treadle hammer build. As you'll recall in the last video in the series, I tackled the hammer ram and got that ready for the pivot pin sleeves. Today we're going to tackle the strongback, which is more or less the same process as the hammer ram, except we're welding it to its mounting plate. And this is going to test the ability, my welding abilities, probably as much as the anvil welding did back in part 1. I cut the parts off camera again. Once again, you know how a grinder works. So I'll be cutting the holes for the pivot pin supports, sleeves, and then welding the mounting plate on, which I won't show because it's murder on cameras. So let's get started. So the first thing to do is to transfer the height of these, as they are above these, the base plates for these, to the strongback. And then we'll figure out how we're going to cut them and how high up we're going to put the pivot for the all-important treadle. 1, 2, 4, 7. 1, 2, 4, 7. 8, 6. Now that we've got these measurements roughly in place, we're going to confirm that that is actually the right height. So we need these as parallel as we can possibly get them. So that one. That's that one. And 22 millimeters in. Okay. Now that one drifted a little bit. Disappointed. But it's the treadle, so it's not that important. Well, at least that's one that's concentric to its pilot hole. operation. I know what you're saying, I'm skipping the pilot hole. This is mild steel, it's a sharp 3/4 inch drill. It should be okay at these low revs. One thing I wish I had was a really short 12mm. So I could do this in one operation. We have a 1-inch problem. Right, so we now have the strong back welded up. I know, I'm not a great welder, but I'm pretty happy with these beads. I think they'll hold up. All the holes that we've drilled appear lined up and well aligned. The beauty of using linkages is we've got the freedom to adjust things to take up any inaccuracy that we may have built into the thing. Now, we really are up to waiting for steel to arrive, waiting for cutting tools for the lathe to arrive, and building that split nut assembly once and for all. So that takes us to the end of today. In other little bits of news, I now have a Patreon. Link is in the description. If you feel like supporting me, this would be purely a donation towards running of the channel, so eventually buying more camera equipment, better lights, that sort of stuff. The content will still remain free, as always. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up, feel free to share on social media, and if you haven't subscribed, I'd appreciate it immensely if you did subscribe. Besides which, we are actually holding a 500 subscriber giveaway at the moment. Link to video there, where you can enter that. It will be drawn on, or at the end of January of 2020, so in another 20 days or so. It's open to anybody and everybody, so if you subscribe, it's open to you. If you're already a subscriber, it's available as an entry thing for you as well. So get out to your shop, have fun, but do stay safe, and I'll catch you for the next one.